What is happening, everybody?
Hello, everyone.
Just got bright.
It's bright. Woo.
Little fixie fix. Hope everybody's doing good tonight.
Yeah. Hopefully everybody's having a good Monday. We're
It's
right
one of
on
those,
time.
Always. Is that a question? Oh, we're right on time. It's so quiet in our house.
It is.
There's no fans. There's no
It's really weird
going on.
It's very kind of eerie.
Yeah.
Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Grammy Karen. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Laura. Hopefully everyone's had a good day. Ours has been very quiet. Hey, Hackett's Healing Hollow. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Lou. Hey, Penny. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Angelique. Hey, Boots and Bounty. Hey, Simply Southern. Hey, Randy. Hey, Diane. Hey, Roberta. Hey, Bonita. Hey, Wanda. Hey, Chrissy. Hey, Robin. Hey, Phyllis. Hey, Fermented Homestead. All right, I might have to turn this thing on.
The fan?
Yeah.
It's too quiet for you?
Hey, Evelyn.
I got you. They're probably like, no, it sounds good. We can hear you so well.
No, it's too quiet in here. Feels like we're talking to ourselves. There we go. It's better. Hopefully that's not too loud on y'all. It's on every week, but
yeah, but now that they didn't have it, now they have it.
Yeah.
Like, oh gosh. It's that weird transition around, like, it's about to get hot again, so we're not gonna have to worry about that.
Yeah.
But like for the past like 5 days, it's been like 68 degrees as our high and low 40s as our low. So we haven't run any AC. We've just had the windows and doors open pretty much all day, every day until it gets night. And then it gets freezing cold.
Yeah, the nights have been chilly.
Because back over there behind all the boxes is where our wood burning stove is. Planning on getting out of here before it gets too cold to need it.
It's definitely colder than it usually is this time of year.
Yeah.
At night, but I feel like it's about to warm up. So, Tammy, the book is really good. I love it. Hey, Henry's Honey. Hey, Chris. Hey, Tama. Hey, Susan. Hey, Kent Johnson Gardens. Hey, Jennifer. The cool front has been awesome. It's been really enjoyable. We went to the pumpkin patch yesterday, and it was nice.
It was
beautiful
awesome.
weather. Teresa Borgen, thank you so much.
$20 super chat. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Too kind.
Thank you.
Yeah, the pumpkin patch was awesome. We had a blast. It was so funny. My first time ever being there, Wyatt had went there on a field trip when he was actually in school in kindergarten. Hey, Mom. And then she went with them on the field trip. But we went there the first time. We go every year. We had just never been to that one.
Yeah, we usually go to 2 other ones. But we decided to switch it up a little this year because I remembered how much we loved it. And it was a lot of fun.
And it's so big and it's very spaced out. So like they have a bunch of different playground areas. Unlike all the other ones we went to where you're like everybody's packed on top of each other. And that is not a coronavirus thing. That is, I don't like being around a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to like a bunch of
being
kids.
Boxed in.
Right. It just like to have room to spread out. And that place really had it. It was awesome.
Hey, Forgotten Ways Homestead. Glad you caught us. Hey, My Land is His Land from Charleston, South Carolina. We cannot wait for our moving day either.
Rebecca Stanley, what's the first thing you will do at the new place after move-in? Cook in that kitchen.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, probably.
Hey,
I mean, definitely probably cook in the kitchen because that's like we dream about that kitchen. But really, it'll be animals.
Yeah,
getting all the animals set.
Like the very first initial thing, we'll be putting the dogs somewhere.
Yeah.
And then the goats and the chickens.
Yeah.
But first will be the dogs because they won't be in a trailer. They'll be in crates and like backup trucks, so they'll have to get out.
And all the animals will. So we'll immediately have to put that in. But I think they were saying like after we've like got the initial setup done, like what would be the first thing to do?
Yeah.
I know the first like project. I'm going to bob wire the entire property because it's been completely clear. Besides the property line is lined with trees, so I want to run bob wire a few lines all the way through it just to have the whole property fenced off. And immediately call that done. I think that'd be great.
Hey, Legacy Home and Garden. We're doing good.
Penny, did the appraisal get done? That's a good question.
Which one?
Right. Yeah. So the first one did. That's when it was like all messed up with the split up and caused the chaos that we had. It did need a second appraisal, which we mentioned in the video. It's underway. It's been ordered. Thankfully, they did not charge the $500 for the first one.
As it should have been because it was a second appraisal by the same guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be different. It was a different like person and guy, and they didn't have access to this report. But it's the same guy, same report. You just has to conjoin the two. But we're still waiting on that. But thankfully, yeah, it didn't cost a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, we don't know if it's
Flush the toilet. Yeah,
that'd
be the first thing.
flush the toilet. We don't know if it's been done yet, but if it hasn't, it should be at least this week for sure. Right now we're waiting on underwriting stuff.
Underwriting and the appraisal.
For the second time. Everything's for the second time.
Right.
For those that don't know, we had to switch our loan over halfway through. So that was fun. Yeah, so basically all the progress we had with the first loan, and we were almost done and almost to closing day, we had to switch it because it didn't work out. So now we're basically back to the beginning and doing the underwriting stuff and the appraisal again. Yeah. But hopefully, it's not going to take the full time, the full 45 days.
Right. Because it actually is beneficial. This is the way we really wanted to go in the first place.
Hey, Jamie. Yeah, I'm seeing it.
But it didn't sound like it was going to work going just regular conventional loan. But now it is. And now it's like, I really wish we would have done this from the get-go. Right. But, just advice. And nobody had, ill, what's the word I'm trying to, not opinions, but.
Ill will.
Yeah, but they didn't have
intentions.
Yes, no intentions. Yeah, thank you. On saying go with the FHA, it definitely seemed better, but it didn't work out for the farming stuff that we had. So now it's flipped back to conventional, which is originally what we wanted, and it solved everything.
Yes, everyone, please pray for North Star Prep Setter. She's always a mod for us. She's on every single week faithfully. She's
a mod for a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah. Her mom is actually passing, so she's with her family tonight. I got to watch her video before we came on, and just be praying for her. That's a very rough time, and hope for everything goes as smoothly as it can, and she gets to spend time with family and just be at peace and be comforted.
Yep, we definitely understand what that feels like.
So. Yeah, Kathy is such a sweet lady.
Yes, she is. She was actually with us the day we got the call that my dad had passed in Michigan.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like we have a weird bond.
Yeah.
Even though we only met her once, we have a very just strange bond that you can't really explain.
Right.
Goodness and everybody, thank you. We are so excited as well. And just patiently waiting. We just kind of hang around every day and
it's such a we're in the weirdest state of mind I think we've ever been in. And it's not like it's bad. Like, we understand the process. We understand the waiting and the patience, and we have all that. It's more of our day-to-day stuff.
Yeah.
Because you can't do anything. Like, you're packing and you're cleaning up and you're doing that stuff. But you're not building anything. You're not prepping for any kind of future stuff, which is 100% against everything we believe in. We're always planning the next day, the next week, the next year, the next 5 years. It's always a progressing thing for us, and we're always working towards that because we're very goal oriented. And to just be sitting here like, we know what the next year plan is, but we can't do a thing right now.
Rebecca, yes, Grammy Karen is my mom. And Jerry Weller, thank you so much. Hi from Joshua Tree, California. I'm now visiting my son and my grandkids in Florence, Kentucky. Awesome.
Thank you for that super chat.
Thank you. I've been to Florence. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Fallen Angel.
Florence, y'all.
Florence, y'all.
If y'all don't know, there's a huge water tower in Florence, and it says Florence, y'all.
Yeah.
And it's pretty known, pretty popular.
And now that it's dark, you're going to get to hear the dogs bark because every night when the sun goes down, and it's getting earlier and earlier every day, which is fun because the hours of barking extend more than they should. But they flip the switch and they start barking at the wind and the grass and everything, and it's a lot.
Mala,
there's not been much sleep at night.
No, Mala, that's a good question. Have you all ever had problems with chicken hawks, and how do you deal with them?
Yes.
Yes, we do. So you really have a couple options there. One is completely enclosing your runs to where no flying predators can get into your chicken coop. That's the probably the most common thing to do. However, our guineas actually protect from chicken hawks. Yeah. They don't kill chicken hawks, but they can hear them when they do their hawk sound. And they actually start going nuts, and they get all the chickens in their coops.
Bye, Weston.
So you'll look up, once you hear a hawk and then you hear the guineas, you'll look into the coops, and there's no chickens to be seen.
Yeah.
They're all in the coops, and it's just the guineas and the ducks out.
Mm-hmm.
So, we've had great success with that. We haven't had any hawks take them. Now, one thing about chicken hawks, too, they most get baby chickens or smaller chickens, not full-size hens. They're a little too heavy for chicken hawks. Not saying that they won't, try to get them and drop
Hey,
them and injure your chickens, but they usually do not attack if it's a full-size hen. So just be cautious of that if you are taking out smaller teenage chickens.
Yeah. Henry, we know you know how we feel too. We're praying for your journey as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Fancy Farmer said, which animal do you think will have the hardest time adjusting to the move? I think it's going to be the cat.
I was going to say too, it's the cat.
Yeah.
This is her home. I mean, she came to us here.
She showed up on our porch one day. No idea where she came from. And she's an inside and an outside cat, but she knows all the boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
She knows how far she can take it or how close to the house. So it's going to be different for her because she'll have to figure all that out. And I'll probably keep her in the house if I can.
There's no keeping her in the house.
No.
But yeah, I mean, she'll get adjusted. We're going to have to keep an eye on her.
Yeah.
Because she'll feel confident, but then she can easily get lost.
Well, what I meant is probably keep her in the house for at least a few weeks. Whether we have to just put her upstairs or something. I
mean, then she going to claw everything she got. Venus, $20 super chat.
Thank you, Venus. Hey, Wendy.
Corey, that's a good question. What's your favorite crop to grow in fall? So that's a mixed question in my own opinion. Like, I love growing everything to do in a salad, all the salad greens, all the different lettuces that you can grow. And like, it's a task to try to be able to grow that the whole winter, which we successfully did last year with our little hoop house we put on our raised beds. I love growing those because they're clip and cut, and it's like taking microgreens to the next level, right? So you get salad all winter, and it's amazing. It's by far my favorite thing to grow. But I think if you're talking about like heads and different stuff like that, we really love cauliflower and cabbage. They're probably two of the favorites.
Going Green said, Mom walked ours around the property boundaries as a kid. We never lost a cat when she did that. That is smart.
Nice, that is smart.
She probably would follow us.
That's going to be like the first thing I do, so we'll just let her go with us.
She's kind of like a dog. She follows us everywhere. So, Fallen Angel, my cat, did the same thing, even faked being hurt when we found him screaming as a baby. We almost lost him in the fire, but thank God he's adjusting to the new house and doing well. Awesome.
Good.
That gives us hope.
Farmer and Adele Akers, how are the kids doing with the waiting? Wyatt today said, when in the world are we moving to the new house? And I said, soon. He said, well, I am ready to go. I said, me too, buddy. Me too.
I think, honestly, they're probably doing better than we are. Because they don't know the small minor details that only adults should know. They don't know that stuff. So they're just waiting.
Amy, can I start buying seeds for next year? It's never too early. You start buying.
Absolutely.
I did see Beggars Creek. I think they got a pre-order for their new catalog. So
hey, Three Musketeers.
If you're one of that, you can go pre-order that catalog for all the new 2021 seeds. I know Haas Tools has restocked everything. So that's exciting. I think kind of our goal, which, I mean, we're in a big what if, but we have been really, really happy with all the Haas Tool seeds. We're in a weird, like, it's been fun growing a lot of the rare stuff, but they've been low producers, we've noticed, compared to others. I mean, they do fine. There's nothing wrong with them, but we want to go more with, I guess, normalcy and, top producing, because our main objective in gardening is to preserve our food for a year.
Less rare.
Yeah, less rare and just preserve. So I think we're going to try to go all Haas Tools next year with Travis and them.
Jamie Wilcox, are you getting this? I really hope I don't regret creating a channel. Our family's been wanting to reach out to you. Are you there? Yeah, we're here.
Yes, we're here.
I said hey to you a minute ago when you were talking about it, but yeah, we're here. We see it. Awesome. I'm so glad you got to create a channel and now you can talk to everyone. It's a lot of fun when you can comment and be able to communicate. Hey, the Veggie Boys.
Are you all going to still be in the same planting zone? Another good question. Yes and no. Like, we're right again on the borderline. We're actually, even though we're moving south, we're going to be in a little bit colder climate because we're a little bit more elevated. But ultimately, it's the same 6B.
I was actually going to say, hey, Red Silo Homestead, we have been saving seeds a lot. So pretty much every day we're trying to get things ready for that and get all the seeds out and then rotating the ones that have been sitting and putting them up. So that's been fun. It's definitely the most seeds that we've saved so far this year. Just because we don't know, the uncertainties and whether we'll be able to order. And, just the fact that we can seed save, you might as well, because it also lets those seeds that aren't, at the stores or whatever, at the warehouses, it lets those go to people who don't know how to save seeds yet. So if we can save from our stuff we've already planted, then we don't have to bombard the stock. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Right. Vivian, do y'all think Rare Seeds will get their garlic in stock? I don't know how long to wait. I don't know. To be honest, we haven't had a whole lot of contact with them in a while. But I do know Travis and Hostels, they have their elephant garlic in stock.
Yeah. Somebody else just said they don't know if they've sold out, but they hope they still get some. We didn't check before this, but earlier today, was it earlier today or was it last night?
They're still in stock.
Okay. But definitely get it if you can.
Yeah.
It's awesome garlic. And they had shallots too. I'm not sure where that stands.
Hey, what in the world is happening? Well, there's copyright. Well, Chris Stapleton coming on there. I was gonna grab one of the elephant garlics for people that haven't seen it.
Gotcha. Heidi said, are you going to plant in ground or build boxes again? Definitely both. It'll be a process to get both going, but we like to do both. So for sure, we'll make sure we incorporate that. Cindy said, are you taking your cattle panels with you? Yes. We need to get those down this week and take them with us.
Oh, a lot of people, every time it's in the video, ask if we're taking the Bigfoots. Yes, and I actually took them out of the ground today. So here's my hand, pretty good size. Ignore all the calluses. But here's an elephant garlic.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the size of Jen's head.
It's huge.
It's huge. So yeah, it's really awesome. This is what we grew. We got it earlier this spring. The elephant garlic is fantastic, and it's got great flavor. It's actually part of the leek family. So it's a little bit milder garlic taste, but we honestly, when eating it, cannot tell the difference. Like it is 100% garlic flavor, garlic taste. And the cloves are huge too.
It's going to last us a long time. So even though we're not planning, it's okay because we have enough to last us till next year. We're
hoping that we can get down there and find a little spot and throw some of these in there.
Yeah.
And get another crop.
Yeah,
we still will have time. It's more about getting the spot prepared. With how cold it's been so far, I don't know. Hopefully, it might be frozen by the time we get down there.
Yeah. Awesome. Everybody's garlic shipping and on the way. So exciting. Lester Family Homestead. It is the only garlic that we have grown. We swear by it and we love it.
Yeah.
And if you can get your hands on it, do it for sure.
It's one of those things like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And so we love it, and it's really exciting to see the huge heads of garlic. So why change?
Simply Southern Roots. At what age to start laying pellets for chickens? We always switch over from the chicken starter to the pellets at about 20 weeks.
Is that how long?
Mm-hmm. 16 to 20. Really? It's 16 to 20 weeks. So I mean, it's at your discretion. Look at them. Yeah. You know, you can always start it and see how they do. But yeah, 16 to 20 weeks is normal.
Yeah.
It goes so fast that it doesn't feel like they're 16 to 20 weeks.
Right. Oh, Tammy, that's a good question. Hardneck or Softneck, what's the difference? So a lot of people grow the different ones. What Hardneck, which is what ours is, what is it called?
Oh, hold on. Going Green Mom Hospital is in Georgia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Southern Georgia, like deep Southern Georgia.
Yeah.
What's it called? Help me out. I don't know if you remember or not. I'm losing my mind right now. With the top when they scapes. Hardneck scapes. Yes, thank you, Tammy. And to my understanding, Softneck does not scape. So you don't have those. But that's one of the differences. I'm sure there's more, but mainly we just grow the Hardneck here. Also, some is a climate situation as well between the two on what to grow. So just kind of Google your area.
Oh, I was thinking a minute ago when you were talking about finding a place to put the garlic once we get there. I thought you meant to store it, and I was like, I can't wait to put it in the basement.
Oh yeah, well I can't wait to do that. I was talking about like actually planting because we have. I mean, this is how you get it. Like you get it like this from Hostels, and you take them out and you plant them.
That might be our first project besides the animals is taking all our potatoes and all our garlic and all of our canned food and organizing it in the basement. Yeah,
because our garlic and our taters are not stored how they should be.
Yeah.
They're on top of each other. But
it's fine for now. But
not long term.
Yeah. We have a pantry, excuse me, but it's cooler and darker, but nothing like a basement or a root cellar. So that'll be really, really nice.
Vivian, it does just like any other garlic.
Yep. Just lay it out, make sure nothing's on top of each other. You know, ideally cooler and darker areas, but you use what you can.
Oh my God, hell to the zucchini salsa. Glad you love it.
That's funny. Let's see. Let me go back up here and see if I can find some questions.
So we
Oh,
were,
Fallen Angel said we found a new feed store at the new place. Yes, it is
Yeah.
actually right down the road, which is very exciting.
Rebecca Stanley, I'm a Louisville Cardinal all day, every day. I think Westland, I saw ask earlier too what my NFL team was. I am a Cincinnati Bengal fan.
No, we're not.
But it's getting really hard.
No, we're not. We already talked about this. We've abandoned. We've jumped ship.
So I'm a Louisville Cardinal fan, right? Baltimore Ravens are also in the AFC North, and I have loathed them for my entire life existence. But I have caught myself enjoying watching the Baltimore Ravens play because of Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, Gravy Karen, red all the way.
And it's nice to see a team win every once in a while. But the Bengals, I mean, we got the new first-round QB, so we'll see what happens. 0-2 start. But, I mean, literally, that's just another year.
ASL Harvard Homestead, thank you so much.
You too, God. Thank you.
Love it. Let's see. Hey, TK Covington.
So I've seen a lot of people ask about, is it story time this week? We don't have one specific. I have one that I would like to talk about, but we have to really be nice about it.
Yeah. Amy the Little Farmer, that's awesome. So glad to hear that.
Jen did not want me to tell it, but yesterday, I'm not going to say it, it's going to be fine. It was just funny, and but it's going to be a proud thing that comes out of it. Mm-hmm. That's the moral of the story.
Should we let him talk about
it? Let's tell it, and then we'll have him out here. Okay. All right. So we went to the pumpkin patch yesterday. Y'all know Wyatt. He does great, and he really has enjoyed and gotten into hiking. So his not being legs tired in 2 seconds has gotten a lot better.
He's gotten really adventurous.
Yes, he has. So I was very proud of him. And so we went to this place, and the farm is like 180 acres, but I think it's like 50 or 60 that you totally probably walk. So it's a lot of walking. You can take the hay rides and the trains, but we decided to do the walk part. So we're walking.
Hang on, pause, because I saw this question twice. Yeah. Sunflower Farm said, Jen, someone asked, when do you know if Luffa is ready to harvest? So it depends. If you have a frost coming and you've got to get it inside, then as soon as they start getting firm and you can tell that they're not full-on vegetable anymore, because that's what they technically are. You don't want to be squishy. As long as they're starting to go towards the turning.
Like a little bit of yellow. As long as you can see a little bit of light.
And color. Hardness. Yeah. You can take them inside and they will turn. I probably had 50 that were still yellow on the vine last year. And I took them in and they all turned, no problems, nothing rotted. Otherwise, if you have all the time in the world to wait, you can wait until they're completely brown and dry, and then you can pick them off the vine.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. So we're walking, and as you go, there's slides, and then there's little play areas, and then there's all this and that. There's a little mine cave that they created to go through, which was kind of set up like a haunted house. So, just a lot of cool stuff. So by the time you get to the end, which is where our pictures were, and where Jim went down the slide and stuff, you're already kind of wore out because you've played a lot just to get there.
Hey, Southern Blessed.
Then you start coming back, and so our plan was we're going to do the left side of things, hit the back, and then do the other side of things on the way back up. So we had already eyeballed ziplining.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing some ziplining.
Not ziplining. It was a platform.
Yeah, you stand on a platform.
And 10 foot, it goes to the other side.
Farm ziplining. Yeah. Not in the mountains.
Backyard ziplining.
Yeah. So we get to the zipline, and I can see it in my son's face. He is not complaining. He is doing good. Cheeks red, a little sweat, but still powering forward. Well, he had his mindset he was going to zip line. It was going to happen. So we get him up there, and Jen's this lady's trying to get Raylan on the zip line.
And I kept saying, no.
Jen's no. Meanwhile, I'm trying to
wait for daddy.
Up. So
and
Jen's
she kept saying, well, if daddy says it's okay. I'm like, no, mommy's saying it's not okay. Stop. Don't touch my kid. I'm having a nervous breakdown. Meanwhile, I felt like I was what do you call it, a guillotine?
Yeah.
It was like a platform, and then you had the ropes come in.
Put your head in.
I felt like I was literally on a guillotine.
So I'm over here holding Wyatt up and you got it, buddy? You got it? You ready? And she's talking, and Wyatt, I let him go, and he just slips down and just straight to the mulch, and he you know what I mean? He hit and then he slid a little. Yeah. And I was like, oh. And Jen's still talking to this lady.
I'm still screaming at this lady. Wait. And I look over and I look at Zach and my eyes got big. And I looked at him and I was like, you just let him go.
Meanwhile, I'm like, what? You okay, bud? He rolls over.
Daddy just let him go.
He's getting mulch out of his eyes, out of his nose, out of his.
I have a water bottle and I'm like spraying it on his face, trying to get the dirt out of his mouth.
Meanwhile, Raylan's like, can I go ziplining? Like, I've been waiting. This lady's, I'm about to go with her. Because y'all ain't let me on the zip line.
I jumped off the platform. Poor Raylan was still standing there, and I ran to Wyatt and was trying to get him cleaned up.
So she takes Wyatt off the side, and it's that black mulch, like what we have, and like you can tell, like they freshly put it down. So like he
stained
has
your face.
Black everywhere.
Yeah.
And so they go to the side, and I like take Raylan. Poor, I mean, this little light as a feather thing. She just takes on it, and rolls with it, and she's like, "Do it again, Daddy, do it again." I'm like. I feel you rubbing it in right now to White because I can see him watching. Like his eyeballs are burning a hole through the back of my head. Like, Daddy, this is your
fault. Didn't let her go.
Yeah, but I did let her go. So I was like, I look at White and I'm like, he ain't ready yet. So I'm like, all right, really, come on, let's do it again. So she gets on, she just rolls right down and like, oh my gosh. So Jen, we come over. I'm like, Raylan, all right, like I know you could probably go all day here. Like, let's go over and chat with the little or older brother here. So he's like, man, that was rough.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, man.
Well, I was talking to him and I was like, you're hurt? You're not hurt? And he was like, no, I'm not hurt. And I was, like trying to judge the situation. Is he embarrassed? People watching. But he wasn't. And he looked at me and he said, well, I'm going to do it again. And I was like, really, buddy? I was
it's like
awesome.
The proudness in both of us. And I saw in him was like, he's not going to stop to this because that's not who he used to be.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm like jumping up and down underneath the shade tree, like, yeah.
Right. Like he would easily be the one to like cry it and move on, and like not want to do it again. And for him to say that, I was like, the strides you have changed in like the past couple months.
I was like, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. So
I was like, do we really have to do it again?
Right. We get him back up there. I hope for a little bit longer. I'm like, listen, you cannot let it go. I said, but it's not going to be fun if I hold you the whole time through this. You're not going to get the experience. Yeah. I said, you've got to hold on. I got this, Daddy. Mama, he said he's got this. Okay, I'm going to let go again. Because, I mean, he was staring eyeballs down the back of my head, but she was burning a hole through me. I could feel his presence, but she was literally eating me from the inside. I could feel from the backside. So I'm like, please don't fall again. Please don't fall again. So we get him up there. We hold it. That boy, he just rose right down it, held right onto it.
He did great. He got right back up there and he did it again.
Yeah.
The thing is, the first time he didn't know what to expect.
Right.
He didn't realize that he had to grip it and hold on.
And hold on to his his body weight and everything.
Yeah. We'll let him talk about it when he comes out.
Yeah, we'll let him talk about it in a little bit.
Yeah, and he loved it. And I was so proud of him because, last year he would not have done that. Because I actually remember when he went in kindergarten for his field trip, he saw the zip line and he was like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Kind of like the whole bridge thing.
Right, exactly like the bridge thing. He's turning into an actual boy going to preteen at 7.
For sure. He did great. So I was so proud of him.
Teresa, you're right. Don't mess with Mama Bear's cubs, even if it's Papa Bear. Like even Papa Bear ain't allowed to.
That's right. Oh my goodness. The pumpkin patch was so much fun.
Yeah, we had a great time. It was a great day. We probably should have been doing stuff around here.
Should have.
It's like the things we do around here are like 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And then you're like, this is the most boring thing in the world. And we don't even know when our closing day is. So we're done.
Nancy Graves said, my son is trying to get into Homestead and we froze 90 chickens this last weekend. That is awesome.
Congrats. That's great.
That's such an accomplishment. It feels so good.
Yes, it does. Not a better feeling.
That food in the freezer and you see it and it's just such a good feeling. Hey, getting started on homesteading. Let me scroll back down there. See what everybody's saying.
Getting hot now.
Hey, Dixie Living Homestead. Hey, Nancy. Yes, Christy, I was very glad when it was over. I didn't even want it to begin. I was like, why do we have to do this? Like, can we just get by it? Let's just go to the playground.
Oh, fun YouTube stat. We hit 29,000, like literally right before we hit this. So we're 1,000 away for the big 30K. That's pretty amazing.
Fun. Grace wants to know if the kiddos have played any more tricks. Tell her about the.
Oh, there's a story we can tell. I forgot all about that one, I think, because I blocked it out. You know what? Maybe this is why I let him drop.
Yeah.
So Jen and I were sitting down out in the back on the porch. And all right, here's your story. This is the one y'all been waiting on. This is the one that you can laugh about.
Side note, Wyatt really likes to pick on his daddy.
So much.
Like, almost brutally. It's kind of sad because I can see like Zach getting older and not taking it as well.
Yeah, like it's really fun.
He get hurt, and I'm like, oh, okay, Wyatt, maybe we should calm down a little.
Yeah, because he's getting bigger and really strong, and Raylan is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, she is.
Like, I mean, nuts. Like when we wrestle, I bleed, and they just laugh about it. But I mean, they're not doing it on purpose. Yeah. It's just they're getting stronger, and they like are learning how to do things, which you're like proud, but also really hurting. Okay, so Wyatt's gotten into magic, and magic pranks, tricks. And so it's like a magic / pranks. You know, it's like it's cool when you think it's funny, but it also like usually hurts, and you're like either, wow, my son got me, or wow, that actually did hurt me. So we're sitting out on the porch, and I'm not thinking too much of it. We just got doing something that was slightly stressful. Usually talking to a realtor or something, and he's like, "Dad, I want to do a magic trick." And I'm like, is it a magic trick or is it a prank? Because I'm not sure if I'm in the mood for either one right now. And he's like, no, I promise it's a magic trick. I'm like, what? Is it a magic trick or are you going to hurt me? It's a magic trick, Daddy, I promise. All right. He said, I have an imaginary string right here. He said, I need you to hold it. So he said, put your fingers together. I said, okay.
I'm like kind of watching but not watching. I think I was sending an email or something. And I didn't get to see the whole thing. I just heard the ending.
So he's like, hold it right here. And he's behind me. And that makes me nervous anyways. Anytime any one of my kids are behind me, it makes me super nervous. So he's like, hold the string here. I was like, all right, I got it. He said, I've got the other string over here, okay? He said, I want you to pull your string and watch what happens. So he said, I need you to pull it that way. So I go like this. And then like his string's on his hand, and he smacks me in the face like that. Sorry how loud that was, but that's how
what I heard. And I looked up and I was like,
like immediate like amounts of emotion like went through my body, like, okay, I'm mad, but I'm like, wow, that was super clever. Like he got me so good, and it hurt so bad. I mean, wow, right on my cheek.
I said, oh my God. I said, what just happened?
I said, I don't know, but he got me. I mean, he's rolling on the floor laughing. He's so proud
because it was a really good one.
Yeah, he finally like got me. Like I didn't let him get me. This wasn't, I know what you're doing. I'm just gonna let it roll. Like he got me.
Like a known one, because then he tried to do it to 2 other people, and they were like,
no.
But before they weren't here. They didn't know what was going on. So I guess it's like I don't know, maybe a known trick. I
guess I just wasn't in the mindset to like put 2 and 2 together. I was just like playing along just to make him happy because I wasn't in the right mind. And he got me so good. I mean, I had his handprint on my cheek. I was like, oh. And once I was like, you just need to go in for a minute. I was like, good job, but give me 1 second. I've got to like gather my dad's self real quick. She said, what happened? I said, first off, he angered me so bad. I said, but then now I'm just so proud of him because he got me so good.
It was a good one. Oh, my goodness.
And here I am not thinking that we had any stories
Lisa.
to talk about.
Hey, Holly.
We just do.
Quebec Homestead, that's why boys need their dad. Yep.
Yep.
Hey, O'Neill Family Homestead.
Yeah, Wyatt's definitely one up, Donnie.
Yep. Rookie mistake, Benita said. He's a good one. He's getting really good at pranks. And tricks.
I'm going to have to shut down all the magic and pranking YouTube channels.
Hey, Valerie. Yeah, so if anybody has any questions, just put them in all caps and we'll try to answer.
Yeah, it's there's been a lot of questions on our videos, and I know we haven't been able to get to all of them. So if you have them, please do ask them. We always, tell all as much as we can. We do not know our closing date yet. We've been promised it's before Mom's closing day on this place, which is October 9th.
Yeah.
But they're waiting for the underwriting and the appraisal to get back to truly nail that. But it's all in-house now. Kitty on the run, which is a good thing. So hopefully that helps them speed some things along. But we'll see. So that's kind of where we stand.
Wendy. Awesome. Glad you're here.
Tammy, what plants are you taking starts from?
Hay time for exploring. Starts, we're going to do comfrey, hopefully the roselle.
Our elderberry, we're going to take some cuttings, which that has gotten big. We haven't shown in a while. We planted it this year for a cutting. It's really big.
Definitely take some cuttings from that.
Yeah. Maybe her lemon balm.
Maybe.
That's in the raised bed, but like her chocolate mint is already in a container.
Yeah, so we can take that.
So we can take that.
A lot of our herbs are in containers.
Yeah, a lot of the basils are already in there, and some of the other mints. So we'll take all those just as is. But out of the ground, all the comfrey, that's coming with us because we use it so much. And like she said, the roselle, lemon balm, and then we're debating on the blueberry bushes and trees. I mean, we did promise that we didn't say we was going to take it. Let's say that. And in it, we said that there was a small orchard.
Goodness in every bite. So is there a new fireplace in the new house? Yes, it's a wood burning. So that's awesome, just like this one. And we're going to take our stove too.
It is an actual fireplace with the wood burning stove
insert. Yeah.
So it feels a little bit like home.
Let's see. Scroll down. Oops, not too far. Do you have an affiliate code for Greenstock planters? Yes, we do.
It's just Stivers.
Is it just Stivers?
Just Stivers.
We love our green stock. Can't wait to take that with us. That's another one of those things that we can put like some of our cuttings into and store them over winter, which will be really, really cool. Cindy, a lot of people have asked this, so I'm going to go ahead and answer. Did Jen's parents ever check out the other house on the property? They did, and Grammy Karen's on here, so I don't want to speak for her, but she can answer in the comments and if she wants to, but yeah, and give her side of it. I just don't like speaking for people. Thank you, Everyday Life.
One reason I'm looking at it is I'm trying to get to the email with our code just to confirm. It's been a long time since we had it.
Deanna said you have an herbal salve recipe. Yes, I make comfrey salve and calendula salve. The calendula salve, there is a video about. I don't know if I've done a comfrey salve video or not. I don't remember. Linda said you have a tasty chicken and dumplings recipe. Yeah, that's actually what I made yesterday in the crock pot, and then we had leftovers all day today. It's really, really easy. You take chicken breasts, 3, 4, 2, however many you want, put them in a crock pot in the bottom, and then I add veggies because we like veggies in our chicken and dumplings. I know that's weird. And then you can season your chicken however you want to. Put in any kind of stock or broth. We use broth from our turkeys that we harvested. And I did 1 can of cream of chicken. You can do 1 or 2. It's your preference. Cook it for however, low or high for about 4 hours, low for about 6 to 7, and then shred your chicken. And then the hour before it's done, I actually take either pre-made biscuit dough or crescent rolls and tear them up and put them on top. Don't stir it because it'll make it one big clump, but just line them on the top and then let them cook for about another hour, and it's the best ever.
Have you not done a video on that?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I know you did chicken pot pie.
Yeah.
I need to go down there.
Everyday Life, the hot tub in the pool, we are taking.
Not the pool.
No, sorry, not the pool. The pool's done. It's got a leak. It's leaking everywhere.
We are taking the hot tub, though.
Yes, for sure. We earned that, baby. There you go. Greenstock code. You got it on there.
Yep.
Will you build the same greenhouse at your new place?
Probably very similar. I have this weird thing of high tunnels that bother me. Like, I don't know why inside of me, but it very much bothers me because I don't know if any of y'all looked at prices on high tunnels, but they are expensive. Yeah. And when I look at what it is, we're talking metal piping and plastic, and not anything very fancy whatsoever. But you're talking like you can get up into the $8,000 to $10,000 for these things, and I'm like, I don't see it.
Yeah.
So
Teresa, put the top on the crock pot. I think that's what you're asking.
So I very much can see what we built in a high tunnel for probably a quarter of the price. So the one thing we've agreed at the new place is we're not just going to throw things together. Mm-hmm. Like here we did that. We had to do it, and we learned a lot from it. Now we know how to do more legit builds. And how to do it right now. Our greenhouse was not just thrown together. That was a legit build. Well, I meant more like chicken coops. But I really want to try my hand at building our own high tunnel. Yeah. Going off of what we built here. Like, I know it's doable. The only thing that's really in question, which I've actually found, is the roll-up size. Like, I mean, it should roll up right up the cattle panels very easily. And it comes with, like, you can buy that and whatever size that you want to build. So to answer your question, yes. But I wanted to do it like bigger and better, and probably multiple of them, because we're definitely going to be a large gardening farm.
For sure. We have a whole lot more room.
Mm-hmm.
Robin said, are you going to put the store out the front of your new home when you grow vegetables? Yes, for sure. We definitely want some type of store or farmland, something like that. Because we'll have a whole lot more food than we did here. So we'll have to use it and give away and sell.
Yep. Missouri Girl, question for Jen. Do you dry the comfrey to use?
Yes. You can hang it up by the
which is what we do.
Stem or the stalk, whatever, the bottom, and hang a bunch of it, and it'll dry in a few weeks. As long as you don't have a super humid place. Ours is pretty dry.
Next spring, I am building my first greenhouse. Well, way to go, Sunflower Farm. You'll love it. I would suggest trying to do it a little bit more in the winter so you can use it for spring.
Yeah, we did ours in February. And it was, first of all, really nice because it wasn't hot. And then we had it done by spring, which was awesome. We were able to put a space heater in there and start using it super early and get our seeds started. That was very exciting.
Bard, Dr. Cattle Company, are you going to build a window greenhouse at your new place? I think one thing that we've agreed on is the pretty stuff. We're going to take our time and really, truly do what we want.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be there. We're going to have a garden like this. We're going to have the pretty greenhouses. But that will probably be after we've got, like, our established, more farmer type stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just Deborah said, Jen, do you drive? Just curious. I don't think I've seen you driving in a video with you both out and about. Yeah, I do. I only go places maybe once a week by myself to the P.O. box or pick up groceries, something like that. Anytime Zach and I are together, he drives, which probably I should do.
I mean, I'll beg her to drive.
What do you call it? Backseat driver?
I mean, she is on me.
He drives us. And then, yes, I do drive by myself when I have to.
I would have.
I don't like driving.
She don't like it.
Simply Jan Homestead, that's awesome, and you're so right. Slow and steady wins the race. Hey, Alyssa. Corey said, Jen, calendula salve, do you prefer EVOO or grapeseed oil? I love extra virgin olive oil. I use it for everything. Soap, salves, everything. And I can get really big containers and get it in bulk for cheaper. Grapeseed's fine. It's great. I love it. I haven't had the best experience with it.
Yeah, we had one that had a weird smell.
It went rancid, and I didn't like that. It only happened one time, but I don't have time to, do trial and error type stuff. Extra virgin olive oil has never steered me wrong, so that's what I swear by.
There's a lot of good questions up there. I'm trying to go back up. Went too far.
How is the weather up there? It's getting chilly, but it's actually about to warm up.
Oh, there it is. Laura, what is the mills for the plastic? It's 6 mil.
Yeah.
And we just got it off Amazon. It's in our our store on Amazon.
Yeah. Wendy said, what is the best thing for nappy rash? Any kind of salves. My calendula salve works really, really good for it, but I'm out right now. But any kind of salves that is oil-based works, or beeswax-based works really, really great for diaper rash.
Fancy Farmer, my mom is doing well. I saw her on here. I don't know if she's still on or not. But she has found her home. She just got through with inspection. Nothing crazy came up, so that's great for her. So she's on the way to getting her new home, too.
Yeah. Hey, Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. I don't remember if I've said hi to you or not.
High Hopes Homestead is comfrey, something I can buy and grow from seed, or do I need to find a place to start? No, you can definitely grow from seed. Mm-hmm. It's not a popular one on like the homesteader popular groups like MI Gardener, Hostels, and Baker's Creek. But if you like just search comfrey seeds, there's a lot of good ones out there. They usually have like herbs on the back, like it's a very herb focused company. And you can get them. Like a lot of people have had issues finding them, but every time I Google just comfrey seeds for sale, I've always found them. Like they're always on some site.
Yeah, you can find them out there. Let's see. Coconut oil. Yeah. Any kind of oil-based stuff is great. Actually, before I made salves and stuff, I used coconut oil on our kids for diaper rash, and it was awesome. It worked perfect every time. Tammy, I have said hi to Jamie Willock twice now. So hello for the third time. I'm not sure what the disconnect is, but yeah, so glad you guys are here. Lovely to have you. Sorry, here late. Do you have a move-in date at your new place? Not yet, but it's coming. Yep, comfrey is very invasive. One thing you want to let it do is go to seed, because it will go everywhere. Always cut it before it goes to seed, for sure. The variety we have is Boking 14, which we got it from Heirloom Permaculture. It's really, really good because it rarely gets invasive and rarely spreads, and the seeds will not go crazy if it does go to seed, which I think is rare. So that's nice.
Right. Darlene, are there any stores where you live now that you will miss when you move? There is not a Rural King very close. I haven't seen it, so I'm going to miss my Rural King.
Yeah.
But there is a Tractor Supply, but I'm not a huge fan of Tractor Supply.
Yeah.
But I'll get over it. It sounds like there's a lot more small business owner ran things that I think I will enjoy more.
Yeah.
I will miss Baghdad Roller Mills, which is where we get our feed. It's just, it's like home when you pull up in there. Everybody knows you. They mess with me. So like they have this thing where every time they go in, like they say, "Are you tax exempt?" No. And there's a little old lady. She's literally been there.
We will be one day.
Right. Yeah. We couldn't hear because this is how the setup was.
Yeah.
But I'll be like, no. And there's this little old lady. She's literally been there since she's like 15.
Yeah.
And she has been there forever. Well, just like out of the blue, like randomly, because I always know the question, are you tax exempt? Even though they know, I know, they know, we all know, but they have to ask the question. She'll say, do you pay taxes? Like, and like throw me off. So you see what I'm saying? Like, are you tax exempt? No, but she'll mess you up and say, do you pay taxes? And I just immediately say no. And she's like, well, what's your number? What? No, I don't pay taxes. Yes, I do pay taxes. I don't know what you're asking me. And she'll laugh at me.
No, I'm not tax exempt.
Yeah,
yes,
she's
I do
like,
pay taxes.
Gotcha. I'm like, stop. So I'll definitely, in the ride out there's pretty and stuff. But you know, it's new memories that we're making. It's just that's a memory we made here. We'll take that to the bank. We'll tell those stories all the time. I'll never forget that little old lady.
Yeah.
And getting the suckers to the kids. But you know, like we'll have new ones of those at the new place.
Yeah.
And I think that's something like we really hurt ourselves with whenever doing anything new. Change is scary, right? But change doesn't mean bad. We get to a point to where like when we go to this new place, we're going to have a world of emotions come over us, missing everything that was good here. It's going to happen. Our bodies are just...
It's just normal. It's a natural
they're
response.
Going to do it. They're going to miss only the good. That's all you're going to think about, and it's going to kill you on the inside.
Yeah, Little Feet Farm, that's the hope. I'm hoping... Which, sorry to interrupt you, but after closing, we're going to start applying for all the agricultural stuff. We just have to wait till that's done.
Right. And so the biggest thing for you and your mind and your family to remember is that's a memory that you can take home and always remember.
Yeah.
Just because that memory cannot transfer to exactly what you have now, you're already making new memories. So quit allowing your mind to take over on what you used to have. And being so fearful of what's right in front of you on the change that you're facing at the moment. Because you're creating those new memories, but if you cannot move past the past, you'll never start gaining those new ones in the future for what you're currently in. And it's something that in every aspect of our life, not just with moving, but like if a job changes or not taking a new job for fear of change because you're so used to what you have now, it is one of the biggest. It's not a flaw in our body, but it's the biggest thing if we don't recognize it that can really hold us back from so many things in life by being scared of that change.
Corey said, preach. Crystal said, are you guys a part of a homeschool co-op? We are not. We never got into one. I don't really have like an exact reason. We did try one time and it just didn't feel right. So we didn't try many anymore. And we do have a few friends that we go to like the library and stuff with, obviously pre-craziness in the world. But yeah, we're not a part of a homeschool co-op, but you never know. We might find one in our new place.
Yeah. Like one thing that's cool down there is, you know, when you drive through here, like in our area, in our town, you can tell schools are not like overly important. Like they're not the most important over anything else. When we drive down in our new area, like you can tell the schools are like the most important thing there. Now, of course, we're homeschooled, so it's a little different. But the fact that they care so much about their schools, I mean, their schools are amazing. But then you like drop the town, you're like, oh, it's a little hick town. Then you see the school, you're like, wow, like that's where the money went, not in the downtown or you know the liquor store, this and that. It went into the school, and so that was really nice to see. So I'm hopeful and excited for having that.
And I know we've actually online met a few people in the area that homeschool as well. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
be able to get together and share ideas. And there's parks and nature spots and all kinds of stuff. Chrissy said, I have a hard time not being fearful of change. Me too. I actually hate change. And
I love change.
That. Well, I feel like I love change. And I like show that, but my body like has a different response to it. Like my nervous system or like my anxiety has a completely different response. Even though I am so excited and, you know, I can't wait for this new change, not talking about the move, just talking about in general. I'll be thinking that in my mind, but subconsciously my body has a totally different reaction. And it's really weird. I don't know.
But again, you know, it's not tooting the husband and wife's horn, but I kind of am because we play off each other so well. Like I love the change. Like I love the risk because so far it's only been reward for us.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to take that where she kind of is like, slow down a little bit. Like, I mean, that's like just how we work, and we even each other out enough to where we're making the right decision.
Yeah.
Rather than, you know, not making it at all or making too many. And so that's great.
Somebody said, do we have to switch homeschool curriculum? Goodness, and everybody asked that. No, we'll keep the same. Although we are thinking about changing. We'll see where this next year takes us, but we're up for new ideas.
There's nothing wrong with it, Becca.
No, nothing wrong with it. We love
it. As we've got going, especially with both kids into it, it's definitely feeling a little bit more like school, rather than homeschool. You know what I mean? That's the easiest way to say it.
Yeah.
And that's not what our intent was.
Well, I guess it's as they get older, it gets you know, more. So
it's more of literally sitting in a virtual classroom.
It's very virtual.
Yeah.
And that can be really, really great. And it is at times. And our kids are very advanced and they love it and they do great. But sometimes it feels a little much, especially in the summertime when you want to be outside.
Yeah.
Let's see. There was another question. Cindy said, how many trips do you think it'll take to move all that stuff and animals?
So we're hoping that we can get it done in 3 to 4 days. Like, not saying like everything moved in down there, but just everything off this property to get everything down there. But we might not have 3 to 4 days.
Yeah.
We might have to do it in 1 or 2. So
yeah.
I mean, I can tell you what I think a normal person would take, but I can tell you what we're probably going to have.
Yeah.
And so we're going to have to figure out a way to do it in 1 to 2.
Sure. Be very rushed. Tinker's wife said, after 30 years here, when I begin to move to my new life in a new home, it's going to be real interesting, excited, and terrified. Yes. You and Zach's mom are in such a similar position.
Yeah.
And we pray for you a lot.
Yeah. You actually get brought up in conversation a lot when we're talking to her.
We're like our friend.
Yeah.
Even though we've never met you.
Yeah.
Monica said the kids are excited about their new 2-story flat. Yes, they're so excited to have it upstairs.
Blue 1010, we are taking every animal, including the pigs, which we have nailed them.
Yeah.
We have nailed them. They are suckers for rotten tomatoes. So we're like going to save up a bunch of rotten tomatoes. Which I think
rotten, just ones with like one spot on it that are too soft for us.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. It's starting to go bad. Starting to get fruit flies. I love them. And they like just run on that ramp and like, okay, all right, we can do this.
Yeah. Not sure how we're going to do it.
I'm
gonna have to like put on camo and what is that like stuff you put over?
Yeah,
like the leaves.
We're gonna be
hide in the.
We're gonna be a bush. Like what's gonna happen is like I'm gonna have to
film it.
I'm gonna have to make you a bush.
Yeah.
Like, and you're gonna have to be there all day.
Yeah.
And then wait till I'm
right. Take snacks with me.
Yes.
No.
We'll put a diaper on you.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to wait for like 8 hours till I feed that afternoon.
Yeah.
And as soon as I feed, you just scurry your little bush butt over there and close that door.
I pretty much like do everything else in life, so maybe you can go sit in the woods and do it. I'll take care of the kids.
See, we can't though because I feed the pigs.
You go sit in the
if you came and feed them, they're gonna be like, "This is something wrong here. This ain't right."
Oh, just kidding. Maybe we'll all just sit out there as a family. We'll take snacks and buckets to use.
But they can't see you.
Be a bush family.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be perfectly still. I know, Tammy, we're gonna miss HOA very much.
I saw a good question. It's been a while back. Like, what are we most excited about with the new, larger area? Like, what is our biggest thing that we want to expand? Like, I am really excited for the garden expansion. I don't want us to get too overwhelmed with animals. Like, we may get a cow, but like, we're not going to get a herd. You know, we're not going to be cattle ranchers. We'll definitely probably expand goats.
Yeah.
We'll definitely have chickens running everywhere.
We'll be expanding by birth.
Yeah, which we were planning on doing that here.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest, like if I can say like one thing that we're going to expand, like we are going to have plots of food. Like we're going to have a big orchard, and we're going to have actual plots that are dedicated to all corn or all green beans.
Yeah.
Like we're actually going to have places for fall crops that we don't have to rip out summer early, because here we can't do that. Like it doesn't work out that way. So I'm excited to like really expand that garden to where it fulfills us for a year and sell.
Yeah, do both.
Yeah.
Robin said, "Did you find out if the girl pig is pregnant?" I really hate to drag y'all on this journey, but I think she's pregnant. So
is the cat.
So is the cat.
Why not?
I'm just seriously though.
Yeah.
I think she's pregnant. Yes.
Corey, the goats in the front yard are great. Like we love them there. We feed them animal crackers like every evening.
So much fun. Oh my goodness, they've gotten so used to us.
Yeah.
It's so fun. We'll go out there and sit on the porch and feed them and pet them, and it's like having pet goats.
Like you ain't living till you sit on your front porch rubbing your goat.
Yeah.
Like,
So you wake up in the morning and immediately go outside on the front porch and just hang out with your goats.
With your coffee and your animal crackers, and you just get to hang out with the goats.
It's so much fun. I love them.
Wow, it is 4 minutes till 9. What
Is
happened?
it really?
Yeah.
Oh, we need to get the kids.
Yeah. Well, right.
Hopefully they're still awake.
Like we had one of those days to where it's like
we were going to be loaded down like the Clemens Teresa said.
Asleep.
I got a good joke.
Oh, well, I wanted you to tell them about the zip line.
Yeah, we told them 2 stories. We told them about the zip line, and then I told them about the invisible string joke that you pulled on me.
I already heard you say that, but okay.
But okay.
We were at a pumpkin patch, and then there was this one place where you could zip line. I really wanted to do it, and then I did it. I went like halfway through. I fell and the mulch came in my mouth.
It did. But then what did you do?
I did it again.
You did it again. And then you did it awesome, didn't you? That's what we were talking about, how proud of you, how it was funny, because remember, it was a little bit funny. If that would have happened to Mommy, you probably would have died laughing.
Yeah, we would be laughing about it 2 days.
But then we told him how proud of you we were because you got up and did it again, and that was awesome. Isn't that cool?
Don't do that. Hey, all right. So go over the trick. Do not hit me. Okay? But
here, you can do the trick to Mommy, but don't hit Mommy because you don't hit Mommy, right?
I just like go.
Like do the joke so they can see like what the joke is. That's what I was trying to say.
I'll put my hand here.
Okay.
Oh wait, I can't.
Yeah. So I got an invisible string. I want you to hold it right here.
Right here.
Now I want you to pull as hard as you can over here.
This way?
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't actually do it.
Wait, where am I going?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and that's a good one, wasn't it? Is Ray Ray really asleep?
Yes.
Wow.
Goodness gracious.
I got her headphones off and her tablet.
Oh, look at you,
She was
Mr.
the best
Dad.
Big brother.
See, like you smack me in the face, then you're like the sweetest kid ever. Like, I don't know what to do with him.
Sour Patch. All right.
Stop.
So tell everyone what you thought of the pumpkin patch. Was it awesome?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun, wasn't it?
Can I tell my joke now?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
All right.
As long as it's appropriate.
Let me just think of it.
Is it appropriate? Okay.
All right. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
The annoying cow.
The annoying
cow.
That was a good one.
You'll see me flinch like I'm nervous.
I was supposed to say interrupting cow.
Oh, that's a good one.
No.
I like that. That's a good one.
Cindy, does the
Alright.
new place have a perimeter fence? No, but we will be putting one.
Yes.
But it has a
one of the
creek.
first things.
Sorry,
Oh,
that was like the
everybody's
last
saying
one.
hi, giving you emojis.
You don't get near as many emojis as Ray Ray does.
Ray Ray fell asleep on us. Very cute. All the farm animals and the pumpkins.
When the Kirk said, I'm
Jack-o'
sending
lanterns.
him a present.
Oh,
Love
tell
him.
them what movie we watched this morning. It was the first time you've ever really watched it through.
Yeah.
You remember?
The first one. Some of the others.
With the cat?
There was Hocus Pocus.
Yeah. It's Mommy's favorite movie. It's the
Yep.
first time he's actually sit and watched it. And Raylan did too. It was great.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
I'm
y'all.
getting crazy up in here.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
We love y'all. Thank you to all the moderators in the super chats. We love y'all very much.
Oh, sorry, Lisa. No, we will have to change it once we move
Yes,
down
we'll have to
to
change
this new town.
Yeah.
Hi, y'all. Love you.
Love ya.
Bye.